We're going to start seated today. If you'd like to sit on a blanket, feel free. Might be more comfortable. Just a nice, comfortable cross-legged pose. With the spine stacked, shoulders rolled back and down, sternum lifted. Just for today, we're going to wrap our hands around our ribcage and close our eyes. And use that feeling of our hands against the ribs to really bring awareness to the breath. You feel those ribs expand on your inhale, contract on your exhale. Let's seal the lips and breathe in and out through the nose. Begin to count the length of your inhale and exhale. Just count it in your own mind. Let's begin to equalize the inhales and exhales. Maybe you inhale for 3 counts and exhale for 3 counts. Maybe you inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts. Whatever your breath tells you. Just breathe normally now and open our eyes, release our ribs, and switch the cross of our legs. Shift the weight from side to side, equalize the weight on our sits bones. Ground our fingertips down to the mat, shine that sternum forward, inhale, lift, exhale, press. Inhale, lift, exhale, press. The left arm this time, inhale up and over, lateral flexion, exhale back down. Inhale, and exhale, switching each time. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Let's inhale that left arm out to the side, exhale across the body, inhale open, exhale cross, inhale open, exhale cross. Inhale, open, exhale, flipping the hand back down to the mat. Inhaling that right arm up. Exhaling to cross. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to cross. Inhaling, open. Exhaling to cross. And floating back down. Now sweeping the left hand behind the back. Inhaling the spine nice and tall, pressing the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Let's reach the right hand to the left thigh. Inhale tall. And exhale to take a gentle twist, turning to the left. Pausing to inhale again. Deepening the twist as we exhale, perhaps looking over the shoulder. Trying to use each inhale to stack the spine taller. Each exhale to go farther into the twist if it's available to us. And relaxing back to center. Now sweeping the right hand behind, propping ourselves up tall, finding length in the spine. Bringing that left hand to the right thigh, inhaling tall, exhaling turn. Inhale, stacking the spine, exhaling the twist. Whatever is available to you. Relaxing back to center. Bring our hands down to the floor or mat. Coming into a hands and knees position with knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Drawing the abs in and up into the ribcage, sliding shoulder blades down the back, lengthening the neck. I like to make space between my ears and shoulders. Inhaling, I lift my chest and tailbone, looking forward for cow pose. Exhale, scooping the abs, curling and looking at the knees for cat pose. Inhaling to lift and look forward for cow. Exhaling to scoop. Remember, we tend to inhale when we open and exhale when we contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Take a couple more rounds at your own pace, following your own breath. Letting the inhales and exhales tell you when to round and scoop. The next time you finish cat, just come back to a neutral spine. We can keep our eyes on the floor for the most part so that our neck remains in line with the spine, but sway the hips from side to side. Coming back to stillness, we'll barrel roll those hips around, scooting through cat and cow as we roll the hips 3 times in one direction. We're reversing to go 3 times the other direction. This really mobilizes the lower back and spine. We'll come back to stillness. Now we're sliding the left foot back, curling the toes under, resting on the ball of the foot. Gently rocking to loosen up that calf and mobilize the ankle joint. Now we're floating that left foot across the right foot, looking over the right shoulder and rocking on the diagonal. And then we're floating that left leg straight out behind us. We're flexing the foot. Nice active leg. Lots of energy shooting back to that leg. Let's extend the right hand forward. For spinal balance, draw the abs in. Try to stabilize the core, make a nice line with your body. Inhale. As we exhale, let's draw the elbow and knees together, scoop the abs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Draw it in and lengthen 2 more times. Scoop it, extend it, in and out. And we'll float that hand and knee back down to the mat. Couple of cat-cows here, then bring up again. Coming back to neutral, and now sliding the right foot back, curling the toes under, and rocking on the ball of the foot. Then bring up the calf and ankle. And now floating that foot across the left leg, looking over that left shoulder, and rocking that diagonal. And then floating that leg straight out behind us. A nice flex foot. Imagine you're pushing your foot into a wall. Lots of effort going into your leg. Now extending that left arm forward. Bracing for spinal balance. Engaging that core, drawing those abs in. Inhale. Let's exhale, elbow to knee and scoop the abs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen 3 more times. In and out. Exhale. Inhale. Once more. And we float the hand and knee back down to the mat. Now bringing our big toes together, opening our knees wide. We'll sink back onto our heels, into child's pose. Bringing awareness to the lower back, to the hips, to the traction of the spine. Decompression of those intervertebral discs. And the forehead float down to the mat. Grounding the palms, fingers are spread. We're pressing the fingertips into the mat. On our next inhale, we'll lift up to a kneeling plank. Straightening the hips. We'll exhale, sinking back. Child's pose. Inhale to kneeling plank. Exhale back to child's pose. Inhale plank. Exhale child's. Do that 1 more time. We'll begin to add on to this. We're going to add a kneeling chaturanga into this. And as we do the kneeling chaturanga, let me remind you, we don't want to drop our shoulders lower than our elbows. We want to protect our shoulder joints. That's how we can do it. So we'll inhale to plank as before. We'll exhale, tucking elbows to side, bending, just bringing shoulders to elbow level. Inhaling to press back up. Exhaling back to child's pose. Inhaling, kneeling plank. Exhaling, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, child's. Once more. Inhale. Plank. Exhale, down. Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, sit back to child's. We're building what I call the low version of the flow, the version we sit down on the floor for. Later, we'll do a high version. You can do either version throughout class. Throughout class, I may say rest or flow. The resting pose might be child's pose. It's always available to you. You might want to do downward facing dog. We'll do that one a little bit later. And again, the low flows that we're practicing here will be the high flow later. Your choice. You can change throughout class, depending on your energy. Let's inhale back to kneeling plank. Exhale through chaturanga all the way down to your mat this time. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting chest and shoulders. Exhale, drawing the abs in, floating the hips up and back, returning to child's pose. Inhaling to kneeling plank. Exhaling down to the mat through chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, draw the abs, float the hips up and back, child's pose. Once more. Inhale, kneeling plank. Exhale, down through chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, floating hips up and back, returning to child's pose. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Let's ground our palms again. Let's really press our fingertips into the mat. Curling our toes under with our feet about hip-width apart. We'll inhale our hips up and back, coming into our first downward facing dog of the day. I like to sometimes slide forward to high plank. Check that I've got my wrists under my shoulders. Adjust it, then press back. There's lots of different ways to find the length of the dog, and I've heard different descriptions. I like this one of going to high plank to check it, but whatever works for you is fine with me. Let's begin to pedal out our feet. Now, if you don't like downward facing dog, you can go back to child's pose. You can practice that low flow some more if you want to. We'll come to stillness, sinking your hips. And let's begin with as much softness in our knees as we need to walk our feet forward, to come to our hands, to meet in a forward fold. Keeping my feet about hip width apart for stability. If your practice is to have your feet closer together, you're welcome to do that. The head is hanging heavy. In forward fold, my knees are still soft. From here, we're going to inhale and lift to a halfway lift of flat back. I've got my hands on my shin for support. My spine is long. My gaze remains down for the most part, so my neck remains in line with my spine. I am sliding shoulder blades down my back, still keeping nice space between my ears and shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling, coming back to forward fold. Inhaling, I halfway lift. Exhaling, I fold. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to fold. On the next inhale, I'm going to circle sweep my arms, reverse swan dive, and rise up. Come through heart center. Bring my hands down to my side, palms forward, starfish hands. Nice and open and nice and energized. Very active even to the fingertips. Let's shift the weight from one foot to the other. Really feel ourselves grounding down to the mat. Let's peel our toes up off the floor and roll them back down again. Really pressing those toes down. Nice and grounded. Our legs are active. Our thighs are drawing the kneecaps up. Our abs are drawing in and up so they can come into the rib cage. Sternum is lifted. Let's imagine there's energy flowing up the front of the body, lifting the front of the body, flowing over your head, and sliding down the back of your body. So your shoulder blades slide down. Your sacrum slides down, creating length in your lower back. It's a nice feeling. It helps correct any anterior pelvic tilt you might have going on. From mountain, let's inhale to rise. Exhale, press. Circle sweep up. down, and lift. And let's take a swan dive with soft knees back to forward fold. Inhaling, we'll lift halfway. Exhaling, we'll fold. Inhaling, we'll sweep up. Exhaling to swan dive, back down, soft knees, long spine. Inhale, halfway lift, back is flat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Once more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to heart center. Let's sit back into chair pose, just a comfortable chair. Rounding down through our feet. Inhaling to sweep up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling through chair. Let's add on. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, swan dive. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale through chair. Inhale to rise. This time, we're going to exhale and swan dive with a deep knee bend, soft knees, forward fold. Staying here for a moment, bringing our hands down to the mat, stepping back with one foot and the other. High flow or low flow or rest. Inhale and exhale, chaturanga. High flow is this. Shift forward, upward facing dog if you wish. Bring the toes under. And then rise back up, downward facing dog. The low flow, you can hang out in child's pose if you like. Let's inhale, the right leg up into the air. Bend the knee and open the hip. We'll circle the hip a little bit here. Reverse directions. Inhale that right leg back out. On the exhale, step it forward. Doesn't come as far forward as you'd like. Grab it with your hand, move it up. Let's come up onto our thigh with our hands. Come into a nice low lunge. We can stay here. We can roll our shoulders back and sweep our arms up. Extended or cactus or prayer hands. Whatever feels good to you. You can bend and extend that back knee a couple of times. And let's step up. Let's take a forward fold, swan dive down. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to scoop up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to forward fold with that soft knee bend, hands to the floor. Step back with one foot then the other. Rest or flow. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lift, baby cobra or upward dog. Exhale back. Downward facing dog or child's pose. If we're in downward facing dog, we can inhale that left leg into the air. Bend the knee, and circle. Reverse directions. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, stepping through. And then bringing hands to thigh. For our lunge, hands can stay here. Then come to prayer or cactus or extended. We can just stay here. We can then extend that back knee if we want to. And we'll step forward. Let's come to heart center. Let's toe heel our feet together. So big toes are touching. Sinking into a low chair. Bringing the left hand to the left thigh. Inhaling the right arm up into the air. Exhaling the right elbow across the left knee. Bringing palms together, or option, make a fist with your left hand. Press into your right palm. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale and twist. Long spine, very important for your twist. Can't twist with a rounded back. Relaxing back to center. Right hand comes to right thigh to stabilize. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, elbow over the knee. Palms together, or make a fist. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, rotate. Chair twist. Breathe, extend, exhale, twist. Let's come back to center. Let's rise up. back to heart center. Let's take a step back. I'm going to turn this way so I'm open to you. Take a step back with the right foot. Do a long lunge. We're going to bend that front knee. Make sure the front knee is over the front ankle. Now we're going to pivot that back heel down. Ideally, the heels line up. Coming to my warrior one. My hips will not square completely, but I can think about pushing my right leg forward, my left leg back to bring some squareness to my hips. I can have hands at heart center, cactus or extended for warrior one. Feel the hips sinking down. Feel the chest lifting up. Feel the grounding down to the outside edge of your back foot. Let's inhale to lift and exhale to shorten the stance. Bring our feet parallel. Now we've got some lateral space between our feet. Our feet are hip width apart, like this, not lined up like this. Let's bring hands to hips, coming to a pyramid pose. You can keep hands on hips if you like. You can grab your arms behind your back, come to reverse prayer if you like. You can lift the front body. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, pressing deeper into the fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Now we'll soften that left knee and step the right foot forward. Release the hands and roll up. Let's take a step back with the left foot. Coming to that high lunge. Pivoting that back heel down. Again, trying to line the heels up. Warrior one. Back leg nice and straight and strong. Front knee bent. Front knee over the front ankle. Grounding to the outside edge of your back foot. Inhaling for lift. Exhaling to sink. Warrior one. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling, shortening the stance. Coming to pyramid prep. Legs are straight now, not locked. Hands can come to hips. Hands can grab arms behind the back. We'll come to reverse prayer. Inhale, lengthen the front body. Exhale, move forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhaling deeper into. You feel a hamstring stretch here. Don't overdo the stretch, please. Make it a comfortable, well, maybe not comfortable, but not painful stretch. Let's release the hands, soften the right knee, and step the left foot forward. And circle sweep the thighs up. Get back to heart center. Let's take a wide stance. You might want to face me for this. Just come to a wide stance. We'll work from this wide stance for a little bit. We'll turn the right foot to point out to the side. We'll have the left foot parallel with the edge of the mat. And the right heel lining up with the left arch. Then we're going to lunge to the right, bringing the knee over the ankle, looking for as much of a right ankle bend as we can get here. Looking down, we just want to see the big toe here. We don't want to have the leg too far out and the whole foot is shown to us, or too far in. We want just the big toe here. Now, facing forward, squaring the hips forward, sliding sacrum down, tucking the abs, so open the arms out to the side. Let's take our gaze out past our right fingertips, a soft, unfocused gaze, warrior two. That left leg is nice and straight and strong. You're grounding down. Imagine stretching the mat apart between your feet. You should ground your hips. Ground your feet to the mat. Now let's inhale and flip that right palm and lift up. Coming to reverse warrior. Opening up the right side body. Breathing and expanding. Some practices take it over to more of a flexion. Whatever you like, fine with me. Let's inhale and exhale the right forearm down to the thigh, coming to side angle. For today, let's take that left hand into a half bind behind the back. And from here, we can really focus on that left shoulder, rolling it back and opening it up. Trying to find openness in the front body toward the front of the room. From here, we'll rise back up to warrior two, and we'll shorten our stance. Now we'll extend that right leg, moving to triangle pose. We're going to push the left hip out, slide the rib cage to the right, bring the right arm down to the floor, mat, or leg, left arm up. Try to stack your shoulders one over the other. Your gaze can be down, forward, or up. Triangle pose. Let's inhale to rise up. Let's come back to center. Now let's switch our feet. Let's turn the right foot parallel to the edge of the mat. Pivot the left foot out. Again, trying to line up the heel of the left foot with the arch of the right foot. We may want to widen our stance back out a little bit more again. And we're lunging to the left. Tucking pelvis under, levelizing pelvis. Squaring to the front of the room. Inhale. Let's extend out. Let's take our soft, unfocused gaze out past our left fingertips in warrior one. Two. Breathe and sink. Check that big toe. That's all you can see. Sink the hips down. Lift the sternum up. Let's flip that left palm and inhale up into reverse warrior. Bring your breath into your left side ribs and expand your side body. Inhale. Let's exhale the forearm to the thigh. Let's take that upper arm into half bind and roll the shoulder back and open. Still trying to make a straight line up your leg, with your torso on the top of your head. Trying to open the front body forward here. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Let's inhale to rise back to warrior two. Settle in for a breath or two. Now let's shorten the stance. We'll straighten that left leg. We'll push the right hip out and slide the rib cage to the left, long spine. Left hand comes down, right arm comes up. Coming into triangle, the hand can be pressing against the leg for more openness. Down to the floor if you like. Stacking shoulders. We often say, imagine you're being pressed between panes of glass, making your body as flat as you can. Inhaling, we rise back up. Let's turn our feet so that our knees point toward our toes. Let's inhale to lift. Let's exhale. Moonflowers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's inhale and exhale. Hinge forward. Bring our fingertips down. Let's turn our feet so they're parallel. We've got our hands under our shoulders. Our back is flat. Let's just walk our hands to the right foot. Bend the right knee and sink into it and flex the left foot. Try to keep your right foot grounded into the mat. Walking over to the left foot. Sinking into it, flexing the right foot. Coming back to center. Let's bring our hands to our hips, keeping the back flat and long. Inhale to rise up. Now, let's roll the shoulders back, interlace the fingers, press the palms together. Inhale to lift the sternum. Exhale to hinge forward. And we'll rise back up. Let's grab our dumbbells. We're moving into our strength portion. You can grab 2 weights. We're going to start with a lunge back. Let's ground the right foot and step back with the left. Step back and up. In 5, 6, 7, 8. Lunge and lift. Back, up. Inhale, exhale. Bend, extend. To 12, 11, 10, 9, and lift it up halfway there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a breath. Now step that left foot back to a long lunge. Now fold your chest down to your right thigh. Palms facing in. We're going to row. In 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift. Pull up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale. Inhale for 12, 11, 10, 9. We row for 8. We pull for 7. Up for 6. Squeeze for 5. We're almost there. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it up. Come to a chair pose. Palms are forward. Bicep curls. Curl. Lift. Up and down. Exhale, inhale. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Working biceps for 6, 5. We're almost through the set. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to mountain pose. We'll do a forward fold, which is a hip hinge. Knees a little bit soft, but not rounding over. Spine is long. It's really a deadlift. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower and lift. Bend and extend. Down, up. Inhale, exhale. 12. Work those glutes. Stack your spine nice and tall each time. Go for 8, 7, 6. You've got mountain pose posture in your upper body. 4, 3. Shoulders back and down. 2, 1. Catch your breath. Do the other side in a moment. Remember, throughout, try to maintain that sternum lifted, shoulders back and down, lengthen the neck. This time, we'll step the right foot back into our lunge. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lunge and lift. Down and up. Inhale, exhale. Bend, extend. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Home stretch. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Take a breath. Big step back with that right foot. Drop into the lunge. Fold your chest to your left thigh. Let's row. Lift. Squeezing shoulder blades together. Exhale, inhale. Up and down. For 12, 11, 10, 9. Squeeze it back. For 8, 7. Spine is long, chest is lifted. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it up. Breath. Palms facing in for hammer curls this time. Sit into your chair. Get ready. Curl. Lift it. Up and down. Exhale, inhale. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep this going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Mountain pose. Hip hinge, deadlift, forward fold. Kind of all the same thing. In 4. Shoulders back and down. Sternum lifted. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Extend. Squeeze those glutes coming up. Pack those shoulders. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. That's our first block. We'll take a break, grab a quick drink, and move to our second block. Our second block will start with a yoga squat. So feet wider than hip width, maybe not as wide as we had them earlier. We'll drop into our squat, making sure that our knees are pointing toward our toes. We'll do overhead press coming up. So it's kind of like our moonflowers with resistance. Grab your weight. Spine is stacked, shoulders packed. Drop those weights. Get ready. Squat and press. Down, up, lower, lift. For 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put down the weight in your left hand. We're going to come to a reverse warrior with the right foot pointing out to the side, the left foot parallel to the mat, lunging on the right. Right hand is up, and then we'll bend and extend. Lower and lift. Inhale, exhale. Bicep extension, play Gomukhasana. 12, 11, 10, 9, extend. 8, 7, 6, one stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's bring that right hand down, not on top of your thigh like we would normally do for side angle, but in front of your thigh. Half bind over the shoulder for concentration curl. Let's go. Curl it. Lift it. Up and down. Exhale, inhale. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 12 for 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Shorten the stance, straighten the legs. We come to a triangle pose, and we're going to do a windmill triangle. So if you want to hold the weight, hold it in your bottom hand, which for this side is your right hand. This can be challenging. You don't really have to have a weight if you don't want to. So coming to a triangle, starting from here, and lift and lower like this. Up and down. Lift and lower. Keep that spine long. Move from the hips. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should feel that in your core. Go to the other side. Let's catch our breath first. Grab a quick drink. Important to stay hydrated. We'll come back to those yoga squat presses. Wide stance, knees pointing with the toes. Let's drop into our squat and press. Lift and lower. Up and down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep it going, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put down the weight in our right hand. Let's come to reverse warrior. The left foot pointing out. The heel lined up with the arch. The right foot parallel to the edge of the mat. Lunging on the left leg. Weight in the left hand. And then we'll bend and extend. Down and up. Lower and left. 12, 11, 10, 7 up, 6, home stretch, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Bring that hand down to the inner thigh. Take a half bind, open the shoulder for concentration curl. Bend, lift and up and down. 12, 11, 10. Open your body to the front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shorten stance. Coming to triangle. Again, the weight is optional. The weight should be in your bottom hand. You can make it harder, the weight in your top hand, or weights in both hands. But I only do that with very light weights. So, on the right side, left side. Starting from triangle. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift. Over. Up. Down. Exhale. Inhale. Keep it going for 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Put the weights down. You're done with weights. I'm not done with our exercise. We're done with weights. Moving down to the mat for the next thing. Now, I will give you 2 options here. We're going to move from a dolphin variation to a plank variation, or vice versa. So, for example, we can start with a forearm kneeling plank, kind of as our basic option. So, forearm kneeling plank, then push the hips up and come forward. So this is your dolphin variation when you're up in the air like this, and your forearm kneeling plank. You can also do this from just kneeling full plank and press the hips from here. And lower, up and down. Your choice. 12, 11, 10. Draw the abs in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right. Next, we'll do some chaturangas. Someone once said to me, well, these are just push-ups. No, this is yoga. They're chaturanga dandasana. You can do them kneeling or not kneeling. Either way, don't forget, we're not going to lower our shoulders below our elbows. So you can do it earlier, kneeling here, or you can do the high version. Get ready to bend, extend. Down enough, elbows close to your side. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'll come to our knees. Let's all sit back to child's pose for a breath. We'll rise up. Let's drop to one hip, swing the legs around. We'll roll into our backs. Let's do a variation of a spinal twist, which is a knee roll. With arms out, arms grounded against the floor, tabletop knees. We're going to roll to one side and the other. working the obliques. Shoulders stay down. Just turn through your waist. Do what you can. The next time you finish each side, evened out, come back to center. We'll plant our feet. We'll open our feet as wide as the mat, letting our knees fall in, and then just windshield wipering the knees from side to side. Now rolling onto one side, we'll sit up. Just take a comfortable position. Let's do Gomukhasana, open up our shoulders and triceps. Rolling the shoulders back. Let's bring the left arm up, left arm up. Pat yourself on the back. If you have a strap or a belt, you want to use that. Hold that with your hand. Extend the right arm out to the side, flip the thumb under, reach behind. If you interlace fingers or grab a strap, that's great. If you don't have a strap and you can't grab your fingers, just bring your right hand and pull your elbow back. Either way, you'll open up the triceps. Get a nice shoulder opening stretch here. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. This is kind of like when we did our tricep exercise earlier in reverse warrior, but now we're emphasizing the stretch. Let's release it. Again, it's nice to roll the shoulders. Bring the right arm up. Pat yourself on the back. If you've got a strap, hold it in your hand. Open up the left arm, flip the thumb under, reach behind, reach as high as you can. Grab the strap, grab the fingertips, or just pull back the elbow. Just try to feel a stretch in this part of your arm. Keep the spine stacked. Sit up tall, lifting your sternum. Releasing. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Let's step the right foot forward, and we're going to walk the left leg back to find openness in this left hip and quads. I'm flipping my toes under here so the toenails are on the mat. I'm going to lean forward. If I lift my torso, I get more opening in my hip. I'm pressing forward to get a deeper stretch, Anjaneyasana. So we're focusing on quad stretch and hip opening stretch with the left leg. And now we'll shift back, we'll flex that right foot, and we'll hinge forward. Don't put your hands on your leg. I don't want you to lock out your knee. So keep your hands on your hips, come to the floor or blocks. Long spine, folding chest down. Hanumanasana, hamstring stretch. Do it right in here. I'm not rounding over. I'm keeping my spine long. It's not this. It's up here. Let's lunge forward again. Coming down, Anjaneyasana. Hip opening, quad stretching. Breathing, sinking, sort of melting forward with this one. And pressing back, flexing the foot. Inhale that length into your spine. Exhale and fold. That hamstring stretch. And we'll rise back up. Let's bring that leg back and we'll step the left foot forward. And we'll walk the right foot back as needed to lengthen out that hip. And we'll flip the toes. And we'll lift up. And we're melting forward. Getting that opening now in your right leg, hip, and quads. And then shifting back, flexing that left foot, lengthening the spine, hinging forward at the hip. Pressing the chest toward the thigh. Keep the sternum lifted. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. We use sinking breath. Inhale and exhale to sink deeper. Let's lunge forward one more time. Rising up. Opening quads. Opening the hip flexors. Breathing. Melting deeper. And now let's press back. Flex the foot, lengthen the spine, fold from the hip crease, pressing the chest toward the thigh, sternum lifted, hamstring stretch. Let's relax. Bring that foot back. Let's take a seated position. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Robotic Konasana or butterfly pose. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press forward. You can press your elbows lightly into your inner thighs. Opening up your hips here. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to press deeper. Again, we're not rounding over here. Hinging from the hips. Let's relax. Let's bring our feet to the end of the mat. A couple of options to roll back onto your back. You can grab one leg and roll yourself down that way, or you can stack your spine, extend your arms forward, tuck your pelvis under, and roll down one vertebra at a time. Once down, drawing knees into the chest, each hand grabbing a knee and stirring like egg beaters. Reversing directions. Now, releasing the left leg out and down to the mat. The left hand grabbing the right thigh, pulling it over the body, rolling onto the left hip, keeping our shoulders grounded, extending the right arm to the side and rolling the head to the right. Breathing and melting into spinal twist. Always listening to the body. It will tell you how far and how fast to twist. Don't force it, don't overdo it. Relax and breathe and melt into it. Now coming back to center, hugging both knees in with both arms. We'll roll the legs in a circle 3 times one direction. And we'll reverse and go 3 times the other direction. Now releasing the right leg out and down. Right hand grabbing the left thigh, pulling over as we roll onto the right hip. Keeping our shoulders grounded, extending our left arm to the side, turning our head to the left. Inhale and exhale and sink into spinal twist. Twists are great for digestion. They help stimulate peristalsis. Now coming back to center, we'll draw both knees in. We'll bring our arms in between our knees and we'll grab our feet. You can either grab the inside arch or the outside edge, whichever you like for your happy baby. Press the soles of the feet toward the ceiling and draw the knees down toward the floor. Try to bring the entire spine down to the mat. We'll rock from side to side, massaging the back. And then coming to stillness, releasing our legs out and down, letting them float down. Arms floating down to the mat, palms facing up. Eyes can gently close now. We're moving toward our final relaxation. So take this opportunity to make any adjustments you need to make to feel fully supported and comfortable, to feel the weight of your body melting into the floor or mat. If you'd like to use a blanket, pillow, something under your knees, something under your head, go right ahead. Just try to feel supported and grounded. Become aware of the top of your head and forehead. Let go of any tension that might be resting there. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Soften your jaw. Let the neck relax and lengthen. Shoulder blades just sinking to the floor. Arms just loose. Fingers softly curled. Abdomen sinking in. Hips grounding down to the mat. Legs relaxed and feet just falling out to the side. So there's no effort in your body at all. Everything is supported and grounded. Just be aware of the weight of your body sinking, grounding. And come back to that awareness of your breath. Try to just focus on your inhales and exhales. Any other thoughts come along, just observe those, let them pass. And back to your breath awareness, and go deeper into your Shavasana. We're beginning to deepen our breath, bring the awareness back into the body. Rock our heads from side to side. Bring movement to our fingers and toes. Perhaps circling wrists and ankles. Reversing directions. Sweeping our arms up and beyond our head for full body stretch. Reaching our fingertips toward the wall beyond the head and pointing our toes toward the opposite wall. Let's inhale and lift the ribcage and extend, expand. Exhale to relax. Inhale to lengthen, expand. Exhale, relax. Inhale, expand. And relax. Taking our time, let's roll onto one side. Stacking hip over hip and shoulder over shoulder. Perhaps resting your head on your arm. Now, with as little effort and as much ease as possible, let's press ourselves up into a comfortable seated position. Sliding shoulder blades down, lifting sternum up, resting hands on the thighs. Palms up to receive energy, palms down to ground. Came across a quote yesterday evening. I've seen it before, and I don't know who said it originally. But it said, "You cannot outperform your self-image." I thought that was interesting, because to me it means we so often get in our own way and limit ourselves. And in yoga, there's an idea that you already have everything you need, you already are everything you need to be, except you have to clear the junk out of the way to see it. So this is a time we have. I suspect a lot of us are decluttering our homes. Let's declutter ourselves as well. Let's look at the ideas we have about ourselves that no longer serve us, ideas that don't make us happy or just aren't true. Try to move beyond those things to be the best version of ourselves. Bringing hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.